Welcome back to Yogaxpress, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. My name is Banu Suresh. I'm your host for this program. In the last couple of episodes, we've had a special guest with us, an iridologist, Talmie L.D. Shimedai. The more I say it, the more expert I get at saying that name. It's just it's so beautiful. It sounds great. Talmie, welcome back to the show. You've taken us through an amazing journey in the last couple of episodes, especially the last episode the earlier one was great too. There's the beautiful salad that you brought with you to show us how all the healthful natural foods can actually help us cleanse our system. But also in the last episode where you did a demo with Suzanne Grant as our demo person, you showed all the equipment that you had. You're talking about the pipes, everything going. I don't know. I mean, I'm usually very skeptical about any kind of equipment when I go to a clinic or to a doctor or, anyone who wants to do an invasive procedure. I always worry about it. But it looked so simple. Now, you're an iridologist. You're also a hydro?
I'm a colon hydrotherapist.
Colon hydrotherapist.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Thank you. So, when you do all these processes, you actually. How do people approach you? How do they make an appointment with you? What is a symptom they're looking for? I guess that's a question I really want to ask.
People sometimes don't feel good.
Okay.
And colon hydrotherapy helps with so many things. It helps people to think clearer. People tell me, recently I did a colon hydrotherapy on a woman. She's never had one before. I did her first. And she had a really great session, eliminated so much. And after she left, I told people, sometimes you may make decisions you were scared to make. All of a sudden, your head is clear. And she went home and really realized she was in a relationship she needed to just break it off.
Wow.
And she called me to say, I made a decision that I could not make before.
Because
this is the power of it. Because when the colon is clear,
your mind
is
in
clear.
Its own way.
Your cells are clear. Your bloodstream is
Hold
clear.
that thought. That's beautiful. I cannot let you go with just that. So I'm going to introduce the rest of our participants. Hold that thought. You said it so beautifully. I've got to revisit that. To our extreme right, we have Ron Thomas. Ron is a producer here at Manhattan Neighborhood Network. He has a great show called Big Talk.
I ate some of that salad.
Say again? Oh, you did have some of the salad, right? Ron, welcome to the show. You have something other than the salad, something else you want to tell us?
Pardon?
It had turmeric in it, yes? Yes. But you do know that salad is 2 days old because we had that episode 2 days ago.
Oh.
But that's okay. It still tasted great, right?
I haven't
tasted
eaten in
fresh.
2 days.
You hadn't eaten in 2 days. Welcome back to the show. How's your show going, Ron?
Big Talk is going very well, actually.
Every Thursday, 1 hour, every Thursday.
They want to see you come on. So.
They want to see me come on Big Talk?
Yes.
But all I can do is talk about yoga, right?
That's all right. Yoga is very political.
Okay. We'll do. Anytime you want me to come on, Ron. Ron, tell us a little more. What time does your show air? What channels?
Channel 56 at 2. From 1 to 2.
1 to 2, every
Live.
Thursday. Live every Thursday. That's another thing. I'm worried about live shows. People may ask me stuff that I'm going to have to say, I'm going to check, look it up, and let you know. But no, welcome back to the show. To my immediate left, we have the green chili queen of Manhattan Neighborhood Network, Lana Parr. Lana, welcome back to the show. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to embarrass you, but I think you are amazing in more ways than one because not only is it inspiring to watch you eat green chilies without complaining, it's great to watch you because I just realized in the last episode that you had knee replacements. I thought you just had a tender knee or you've had knee operations.
No, complete knee
Wow. How did you hurt? Why did you need that?
Well, years ago, I used to run a lot.
Okay.
I used to skate in England with my sister.
Right.
Ice skaters.
Who would tell that you're English with all the green chilies? But go on.
And I had a lot of trouble with the knee, and I was fortunate to be able to go to a hospital for special surgery. I got the best doctor there, and that one healed quickly, but the right one happened about. I think all the pressure, from the other one,
right,
took its toll on this one, and
like when one kidney fails, the other takes on the role.
And this one has never really healed, as much as.
I think you'll find that as you keep stretching with us, it'll start feeling better.
It's been a tremendous help,
It has. That's good.
I'm so. indebted to you and Josiane for introducing
We
me
love
to this.
having you here, Lana. You're an inspiration for our viewers. For
Well, I feel a bit
folks-
awkward at times, you know. But
You mean-
I want to do what everybody else does, but it's
That's
coming,
what
I
it's
think.
all about. It's not about doing what everyone does. It's about doing what your body allows. In fact, I have to remind our viewers as well. A friend of mine said something really beautiful. She said it's okay to be average. It's not okay to be mediocre. Meaning that when you compare yourself with everybody else, it doesn't matter at what point you are.
Right.
But when you compare yourself with yourself, if you are not doing the best you can on any given day, you should not forgive yourself for that.
Right, that's
But
very
it's okay. If you're not doing the same, you're not going as deep into a posture as Talmie here is doing it. You're not going as deep a back bend as maybe some of the postures that I might do. You're not doing a twist as deep as Ron. It's okay. If you're not doing the best, let's say you could do a beautiful knee bender yesterday, and today you're not really doing it because you're not trying, that's when you beat yourself up. Not otherwise.
I'm not afraid. I'm not as afraid as when I first came, you know.
You're right, you're not. And it shows. It shows. You're doing great.
Thank you.
So before I forget my manners again, Josie and her, thank you so much. I know you had a lot of appointments today, but you gave all that up to be here with us, so thank you. Joe Mantabia on camera, thank you so much for being there for us once again. Malik Parker, our facilitator, thanks to Malik for all the studio lights and the setups. And opening the 3 ohms at the beginning of this episode today and every day's episode is from a track called Sapta Tandavam, Body Music. What you hear right there, that drum music created just for Yogaxpress by Cesar de Parra. Let's continue where we left off because we have about 4 or 5 minutes of our interview with Talmie again, and then I'm going to take you through a few more stretches today. We have to combine our stretching and our breathing along with all the knowledge we gain from every episode. So tell me, where were we? You were going to take us on
We talked
lot
about
of things.
digestive restoration.
Right.
So I help my clients to develop a healthy digestive system. And that's why the name Digestive Health and Spa comes
Your
from.
website, right?
Yes, and that's the name of my office, Digestive Health and Spa, because the goal is it's not just it's nice to get massages and all of that and
Right.
to feel good, but if we can feel good from the inside,
Absolutely.
the inside will take care of the entire outside.
Right.
You know.
There was something else you touched on before I introduce our other guests. I want you to touch a little more, say a little more about that. You were talking about when you feel good here, your mind clears. You talked about somebody who made a big life-changing decision
After one colonic.
after one colonic.
yes,
So
yes.
what is that attributed to? What's
well,
happening?
you know, I've been doing this for over 20 years.
Right.
And I did it when there were hardly anyone doing this. But I was excited about the good feeling I felt inside.
Right.
And I just thought, well, I need to do this for other people. But one thing that with people who've gotten colon hydrotherapy can really attest to, some people have had one in a lifetime and that was it, or one here and there. I'm talking about people who have gone through an actual cleansing program where they've had series of colon hydrotherapy. You can really go from one size to the next. In 6 weeks, I'm able to help people with food, prescribe specific foods for them at different hours of the day.
Right.
They have the hours they take their herbs, and within those 6 weeks, they do a series of colon hydrotherapy. And because it's being done in under
Period
that
of time,
period of time, the amount of waste that they get out of their system is really amazing.
Wow.
Amazing. I kid you not, people look totally different. And what's interesting,
I'm sure they must be kind of radiant.
it's
look.
amazing. Even though they walk away losing a lot of weight if they needed to,
Right.
because some
I
people
know
actually-
I need to. Look at her face. She looks so radiant. I need to get that glow. But go on.
Thanks.
I'm
But
sorry.
so even though they lose a lot of weight, when people see them, they don't say, "Oh, you're on a weight loss program," or
They say, "You look-
you're losing
you glow."
weight." Never ever. They say, "What have you done? What have you done?" So, like in my case, it was totally the opposite. I needed to gain weight.
Right.
I was extremely, all my muscle mass I had lost in my 20s.
Right.
So when I started on this path, I needed to gain weight. So I did gain my healthy weight back.
Right, right.
And that's what it's all about. It's getting people back to what makes them look healthy. So it's not about losing people, because sometimes people say, I don't want to lose weight.
We get
but
paranoid.
if your body is not healthy, if you're not at your healthy weight, then you need to get there.
Right.
So it's all about getting the body, all the organs functioning the way they should.
True.
So during those 6 weeks, we go through blood purification, parasitic purification. We spend a week cleaning
So
out the kidneys.
parasitic purification, getting rid of all the parasites
Getting rid of the
inside
parasites out of the body,
Okay.
because they
That's
are in
eating
different
our
places.
food
They're
instead
in the
of
liver.
us.
Yes.
Right,
So we clear that out. We clear out the kidneys. We get them cleaned up.
it out. Wow.
After that, by the time you've done that part, now the body's ready to have the liver cleaned out. So we spend a week cleaning out the liver. Once we get those out of the way, then we spend 2 weeks taking the body into a very deep cleansing program. And I kid you not, people become pregnant. If they needed to, couldn't
So
before.
all the good stuff's
All the good
happening.
stuff's out. So by the 5th week, so much stuff have gone out. And the 6th week, even though I call it a cleansing week, it's actually a maintenance week. Now you're learning
Right,
how to eat
right.
properly for your body.
Right.
What does your body call for? That's when we go to that. And in the meantime, you've learned how to sprout. You've learned how to clean out your colon. You've learned what to do to keep you healthy. So it's a course in itself,
Right.
but it's also a cleansing
I
program.
love the way you explain that. In fact, to go along with what Talmie has explained, I think the insides are so very important. What we do on this show is help stretch. We help you take care of the outside of the body as well. But what we are doing is to lead you to understand your own body even from the inside. But what's really happening on the inside is Talmie's area of expertise. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do some standing stretches today. And Ron is going to walk out of the show if he doesn't get some stretching in today. So we're going to do some standing
Okay.
stretches. Is that okay, as in you're going away? Don't go away, Ron. You're going to stay with us, right? No, I know. You've been waiting to stretch today. So we're going to do that. But it's lovely. The way you explain, I think it's beautiful. It goes so well with what we are trying to do right
No, I
here.
want to hear
Take
about
care.
that. I know
Yeah.
Sometimes when you have bad digestion, it causes arthritis.
Discomfort. Yeah,
well-
right. Actually, that's another thing we believe in yoga too. The two main ailments that lead to all other ailments. One of them, hypertension, which everybody knows about. The other is constipation. Constipation leads to all other common ailments, right? Makes
They say
sense.
99% of diseases come from a bad colon.
There you go. So we're going to actually work with Talmie. Talmie, we hope you'll come back on our
I
show.
most certainly will.
Let's all stand with our heels together, toes apart. We're going to start doing some of the standing stretches. We've got about 15 minutes of stretching today. Place your palms in front of your chest. Elbows are raised. When your elbows are raised, you learn to stay in the moment. Save some of all that great, those great tips for tomorrow, for the next episode.
Yes.
Inhale. Take your arms up. Exhale, fold from the hip. If your hands don't get to your toes today, you can help yourself. Bend your knees just a little bit if you need to, and that actually helps press the lower abdominal region on the upper thighs. If you feel it's still difficult, you can bring your heels out to the side. Now once you're here, exhale, bend at the knees. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing in. We'll just stay at shoulder height. We won't go all the way. Palms facing in. That's okay. And then if you feel there's too much weight on your knees, especially for you, Lana, you may want to lean back a little bit. When we lean, you feel okay? Inhale, let's come up. And let's all turn to face the front right of the mat. Those of you who have been stretching with us for a while, you know that we actually follow a very simple sequence called 48 plus. 48 basic, simple, common denominator postures you find, which are taught in every studio around North America. Bring your legs out, turn to face the front right of the mat. And I know, Joe, you're great at camera work, so you can pick us up in profile. Bring your feet out, bring your legs out about 3 feet apart. Now, put your brakes on, so bring your toes in first, and then when your feet are nice and secure, turn your left foot out. Turn to look, inhale first, inhale your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Turn to look at the tip of your fingers on the left hand. Lean a little to your left, exhale, dip your left hand in front of your left ankle, take your right arm all the way up. You're actually anticipating the next posture, Talmie, which is with the bent knee. So we're going to keep your right arm all the way straight up. Inhale, let's come up. And then keep your arms at shoulder height, turn your left foot in. We're going to look away from the cameras for just a moment. Turn your right foot out. And then turn to look at the tip of your fingers on the right hand. Lean a little to your right, exhale, and dip your right hand in front of the right ankle. Left arm goes all the way up. So you want to keep your left arm straight up, both palms face forward. Look up at the tip of your fingers on the left hand. Inhale, let's come up. Arms at shoulder height. Keep your right foot where it is, turned out. Exhale and bend your right knee. And then keep exhaling. Dip your right hand in front of your right ankle. Take the left arm all the way up. And then do what Talmie was doing in the last posture. Take your left arm all the way overhead. Great. Palm faces down. Look at the tip of your fingers on the left hand and hold. You should feel a wonderful stretch on the whole left side of the body. So your obliques at your waist, your latissimus muscles right there just below the armpit, as well as your abductors, your muscles on the outside of the upper left thigh. Inhale, let's come up. Straighten the right knee, turn your right foot in, turn the left foot out. Now we're going to pick up the next two postures after we did the triangle on the left side. Exhale, bend your left knee. Careful, Ron, that's okay. Take care. And then keep exhaling. Dip your left hand in front of your left ankle. Right arm goes all the way up and overhead. Take your right arm all the way overhead. Look at the tip of your fingers on the right hand. Now remember, sometimes when you hold a posture for too long, it is possible to lose your balance, but we are doing this just for you. We're actually workshopping these postures, so stay with us. You do not have to hold it as long as we do. Inhale, let's come up. Bring both arms at shoulder height, straighten your left knee, turn your left foot in, exhale, bring your arms down, wiggle your feet closer, and let's turn to face the front of the mat.
Wow.
That was a bit intense, and it's possible because we hold it for a long time, so it's possible to, lose balance sometimes. But we're doing it for our viewers, so Ron, thank you for hanging in there. You did great. Now, we're going to do a little bit of an intense back bend. We're going to turn to face the front left of the mat this time. And Lana, if you feel we're doing the back bend, don't go too deep. If you feel blindsided, watch the monitor. And actually, tell me you're fairly new to the show as well. So if there are things that I say you're not sure what we're doing, feel free. You can watch the monitor. Bring your feet out about 6 inches apart. Put your brakes on. So make sure the insides of your feet are parallel to each other. Place both palms on your buttocks. Push your elbows back. Now this particular posture is a little bit of a deep back bend. So those of you who have back issues, you want to be very careful in this. Inhale, take your shoulders back. Lift your chin up. Keep inhaling. When you get past midpoint, glide your palms down the back of your thighs. Bend your knees as you go down. Tip your head back. If you think you might feel dizzy in this posture, come out of it very gently. And then hold it. Make that connection with the back of your legs. Do not suspend your hands in midair. Inhale. Let's come up. And then just to ease any potential tension in your spine, you wanted a little bit of a side twist. You may feel a little bit dizzy at this point, and if you do, this will help ease any of that dizziness. Now we're going to do an intense forward fold. The forward fold we do, and Lana, I think you're very comfortable in this one, so you don't want to bring your legs out too far. The forward fold that we do, going forward as far down deep as we can, we tend to bring our legs out a little further than we normally would. So I'm going to come at an angle on my mat. Bring your legs out about 3.5 to 4 feet. If you're very tall, like Ron is, you may want to bring it out as far as you're comfortable. And you know what? Lana, let's stagger ourselves. Why don't you come forward, closer to the front of the mat, and I'll go back.
I can't see what you're doing.
Oh, watch the monitor.
Oh.
We're just doing a forward fold, and I'll talk you through. If you're not able to follow my instructions, then there's something wrong with the way I said it, so that's a good correction for me, too. Bring your legs out about 3.5 to 4 feet apart. Put your brakes on. This posture especially needs you to be very careful. You might notice Lana has socks on her feet, and she's got rubber dots under her socks. So if you do insist on wearing socks, maybe our studios are fairly cold, so Lana likes to keep her socks on. Whatever reason, if you want to keep your socks on, make sure you have traction under your socks. You want to be safe. Put your brakes on, so bring your toes in. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep inhaling, take your arms all the way overhead, palms facing in. Clasp your palms together, Wiggle your shoulders behind your ears. Exhale, fold from the hip with a nice straight back. Remember, you do not have to go all the way down. Place your palms between your feet. For those of you who feel you may want to use a block or a brick today, keep it within reach. And then in the beginning, you want to try and make the effort to go down all the way. But if you know that you're not ready for that, feel free to use the block right from the start. Now, those of you who want to and who are able to today, touch the top of your forehead, top of your head to the floor. Now, if that's not available to you today, use your block at the lowest orientation first. And just so you make that connection. Now, if you're a little tired, place it at midpoint. If you're really tired today, place it at its highest point. And you're sure to make that connection. So you want to rest the top of your head. And then take that break off, press with your palms, and let's come up. When you're at midpoint and it's safe to take your palms off of the floor, you want to wiggle your feet a little bit closer, and then take your palms off, clasp them together. Inhale, come up with a straight back. Exhale and release. None of us fell off, so we were not feeling that dizzy. We were prepared for it. Wiggle your feet a little closer. Let's turn to face the front of the mat. We have about 5 minutes left, so we're going to take you through 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 or 6 postures. Now let's turn to face the front of the mat. I'm going to do a very gentle swaying motion. So Lana, if you want to come forward, I'll stagger myself back. Ron and I will go back. Lana and Talmie forward. Press your palms in. Elbows are raised. Feel free, look at the monitor, Lana. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, dip to the right. That's okay. Whichever side you dip first, you can dip on the other side. And the second time, inhale to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale, bring your hands in front of your chest, palms facing down. Elbows are raised. So you have your palms facing down, your elbows are raised. Then bring your feet apart so that the insides of your feet are parallel to each other. Especially those of you who enjoy a round of golf every now and then. This posture is going to be quite useful for you. You're fine as long as that's good, perfect. The insides of your feet need to be parallel. Needs a little bit of hip movement. So the first time we swing our arms out one at a time, keep your hips where they are. The second time, take your hips with you and notice the difference. Exhale to the right. Just take your right arm out. Follow the tip of your fingers on the right hand with your eyes. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, back to the center. Now, we're going to do this one more time. We'll bring it back. That's good, Lana. Exhale to the right. Take your hips with you and notice the difference. Notice how much further your body will take you when you take your hips with you. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale and release. The next few postures are balance postures. We have, I think, about 3 minutes left. We might be able to take you through 3 or 4 balance postures. Transfer your weight to the right leg. Yes, that's a good idea, Ron. Bring a chair. Now, turn your left knee out to the side. So raise your left heel, turn your left knee out to the side. Place your right hand on the right hip. Inhale, lift the left foot up. Hold on to the left ankle with the left hand. Look at a point in front of you that doesn't move. And then attach the sole of the left foot. You could do it at 3 levels. You can place the left foot at your right ankle. And Lana, if you want, I can bring you the stool. Now, let me get into the position, show them how it is done, and then I'll take it through. You can place your left foot at your right calf or your inner right thigh. You just don't want to place it at the knee. You don't want to hurt your knee. So I'm going to place my left foot on the inside of the upper right thigh. When you're ready, place both your palms together and hold. The rest of you hold that posture. I'm going to bring a stool for Lana. And sorry, Adjo, I'm going to bring that so Lana doesn't fall off. There you go. No problem. Now, those of you who have your leg up, you want to very gently lower the left foot. And then let's transfer the weight to the left leg this time. Place your left hand on the left hip for balance. Actually, I think your stool is now in the correct place, right? Is it? Well, you know, your body will tell you which side you need it. Ron is using it on the left side, so it is on the correct side. Okay. Turn your right knee out to the side. I'm going to stagger myself. Inhale, lift your right foot up. Hold on to the right ankle with the right hand. That's it, Lana. Place your left hand on the stool, Lana. That's it. And then attach the sole of your right foot to the inside of the upper right thigh, calf, or ankle. Just avoid the knee. And if you're up there, place both palms in front of your chest. Let's take it a little further. Take your arms up. Very nice. Exhale and release. We notice the credits are rolling, so we've got a couple of minutes left. Release your right leg. Now remember, in balanced posture, it's always a good idea to look at a point in front of you that doesn't move. The further you gaze, the stronger is your posture. The longer you'll be able to hold it. As you get stronger and your balance improves, you can look at a point closer to you. Bring your right foot out in front of you. Take your left foot back. Both feet face forward. Palms in front of your chest. Inhale. Take your arms up. Lean forward. Transfer your weight to the right foot. Exhale, dip your torso, raise the left leg. Lana, here's when you might want to use the chair. No, you're doing fine. Inhale, let's come up. Very gently lower the left leg. Keep your arms where they are. And let's switch legs. Bring the right leg forward. Left foot goes back. Both feet face the front of the mat. Lean forward, transfer your weight to the left leg. Exhale and dip. Now this time we're forced to look at maybe the mic, something closer to us. Inhale, let's come up. Very gently exhale and release. 2 more balanced postures. We're done for today because balanced postures can really drain you sometimes. Place your left hand on your left hip. Inhale, raise the right foot, hold on to the right big toe. Exhale and extend. Now, those of you at home who are joining us in the balanced postures, please use help if you need it. Every day may not. I'm going to just excuse me. Sorry, I'm going to go back so I don't hit you out.
Okay.
If you need support, if you need to use a prop, that's okay. It's all right. It's perfectly all right to use support. And then bring your leg out to the side as far as you can go. Inhale back to the center very gently. That's okay. Release your right leg.